The camera has 3%, and the mic just rage baited me for like at least fucking like 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna go until this stops recording, and that's gonna be the rest of the video. It's Friday. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Despite my countenance, I promise I'm also having a good day. Let's just get right into it. I don't really have a solid video. Well, actually, no, I do have a solid video plan. Do you guys think that when people say, oh, I have social anxiety, it's like coming from a place, not all of the time, I'm going to preface this by saying not all the time, you know, I'm not a psychiatrist, I am not a doctor, nothing like that, so of course I'm not going to try to speak to those kinds of levels of things and stuff, but do you guys think that this general like spike in everyone having social anxiety all of a sudden comes from just a place of being lazy, to be honest? Because there was a solid like 2 years of my life where I felt like I was stuck inside from debilitating social anxiety. Whereas like once I actually got out or like started doing things or got into the motion of whatever I needed to be doing, whether it was like an errand, like I had to go get a smog check, or an actual thing I wanted to do, like I was gonna go try out a new gym or something. Once I actually like got dressed, got in the car, I got there, kind of got over that initial like hump of like kind of like maybe just jitters or excitement, I was fine. I was totally fine. And it makes me wonder, like, dang, how many people are just, like, shortchanging themselves their entire life, really, because there's just, like, this seed of kind of laziness in their soul. And I'm not, like I just said, I went through years of my life having this, I don't know, feeling, and I'm not trying to call people lazy or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to think out loud and think, like, why was I like that, you know? I mean, like, dude, I'm not saying, like, public speaking or anything like that. Like, that stuff's hard, okay? It can be hard to, like, get up in front of a room of people designed specifically or set up specifically just to watch you, like, perform or something like that. It's totally different. But just, like, going to the grocery store, going to Walmart, going and, like, getting your laundry done at the laundromat, stuff like that. Just door dashing over and over and over again. Like, is that really a social anxiety thing, or are we just masking it, you know? What do you guys think? Before you let me know what you think, though, comment in the comment section below a highlight of your day. That's something that we've been doing this whole week, and I'm going to freaking keep it up. Highlight of my day today, it's freaking Friday, brother. It's Friday. Something that was kind of weird, though, is I have been getting this, like, weird, almost like hyperglycemic, what's the word? Not substance, not circumstance. Side effect during my cardio. So I'm cutting right now, so I'm doing kind of a bit longer cardio. Cardio every day is about 50 minutes on the recumbent bike, and then a little kind of ab routine sometimes. And then I'll go lift at night. What's been happening though is like I'll hit like the 35 to 40 minute mark on this cardio, and I'll just start like, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like I'll start sweating like profusely, like just sitting here, just I could feel it. Like I could feel the liquid coming out of my like pores and stuff. Really like, weirdly sweaty. And I'm a sweaty guy, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And like just kind of lightheaded, not like I was seeing spots or anything, like I just felt weak. Like I felt like my life force, like I felt like a dementor had sucked my soul away. Pause. Resume. And so I was like, dude, what the crap is happening? So I kind of tweaked some things, and I bought an emergency pack of Skittles just in case it happens again today. And it did sort of happen. The little tweaks that I made, for the most part, fixed the issue. But there was... it started to kind of happen again towards the end there, like the last like minute, kind of 30 seconds. So I had like 5 Skittles, and just that little pocket of Skittles, I was like chilling. I was telling my girlfriend, the heck, it reminds me of Paul Blart when he has to eat the little lollipop off the floor because he has low blood sugar. It's the exact same thing, like just a little, like a single couple bites, and I was like, oh, I'm good to go, blah, blah, blah. When like 20 seconds before I was like, I'm gonna pass out. Super weird. Super duper weird. But what I think the issue was is I was just eating my pre-workout meal and caffeine too soon before actually doing the workout. So it was causing my insulin to spike like right as I was either starting the cardio or like halfway through it, which would then lead my body just to be like running off of fumes for an entire hour, length of cardio basically. And that's not good. So I tried to do the little kind of tweaks today, and it seems like it worked. So that is a highlight. That was a very long-winded way of saying that's my highlight of the day also. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta keep this video short because my camera's gonna die in any freaking second. But moral of the story is, guys, you gotta live your life. Get out there. Don't be lazy, okay? I'm saying that from a place of love and from a place of experience. Don't be lazy. It's gonna feel easy just to get whatever delivered, or just keep pushing stuff off to the next day, the weekend, the next holiday, 3-day weekend, whatever. Half of these things that we push off like that can be resolved in like 30 seconds. We're making mountains out of molehills. Man, I don't think I've ever used that saying before, just so naturally like that. Look at that. But yeah, there's no reason that we need to give so much energy and power to these things to where they like have dominion over our days and lives and selves. When all in reality, we just gotta go to freaking Kmart or whatever. Dude, rest in peace Kmart. Holy crap, rest in peace Kmart. I'm pretty sure they went out of business. But besides the point, go live your life. Go live your life, live it well. Or not do whatever the heck you want, I don't care. As long as you're doing something, guys. That's the moral of the story here, okay? Whether you're gonna go out and be a frickin' night stalking vigilante or a world famous underwater basket weaver, do something. That is all I beg you. But the weekend's gonna be awesome. I actually meant to check the weather, because it's kind of been like a weird, like it's been raining some days and then it's been hot other days. And this very weird, like it feels like the weather simulator control tower is just like someone spilled their latte on the control panel and it's just kind of wigging out every which way. That's what it feels like recently. At least in my neighborhood. It's like that for you guys too? It's been weird. It's been weird over here in the California Bay. In the California Bay Area? Wow. There's pooping needles everywhere. Just kidding. That's only in certain parts. Wow. Gee. I've been seeing these memes. I brought this up before, but I've been seeing these memes where it's like, they're all made by this one guy. There's a voice actor. His first name is Adam. I don't remember. Or no, it's Adam or Alex. I want to say it's Adam. Last name starts with an S. Solenko? Adam Solenko? Alex Solenko? Something along those lines. If I remember, I'll link it in the description below. But he does these hilarious freaking videos of where it's like, bro, just watch the dub. And then it's the dub in question. And then he'll like dub over like Dexter. Or just like random YouTube videos that, like stuff that just doesn't have a dub at all. Like a TLC show or like My 600 Pound Sisters or something. And he'll just give it like the, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. And it's really funny. But man, I really want to make my own. I really want to do some like silly voice stuff. I feel like it'd be really, really funny. I feel like my voice acting, quote unquote, because I've done like a lot of indie projects and stuff like that. And I would say I'm no stranger to doing the random impression here and there. But I feel like whenever I do, like, I'm always kind of doing some sort of vocal project, and it's been a minute since I've had my fingers plugged into one of those, so maybe it'd be cool to do that again. And I say, like, project and all that kind of stuff as if it's, like, something with a team of people, and I'm, like, getting paid to do all this cool stuff. No, bro, I'm literally just sitting at my computer, illegally downloading a YouTube video and then dubbing it over in a free audio software. There's nothing, I feel like that's a lot of how, like, at least when I was a kid, like, I'd, like, listen to these YouTubers, like, in 2014 and stuff, and they'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna have my team review this content, and then blah, 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 blah. trust, I'm sure there were some people who definitely had way too much money than they should have, and that's still definitely the case when it comes to these YouTubers, influencers, and stuff. But a lot of it, dude, it's like there's no secret. You're kind of just going out and doing it yourself and figuring like out how to record things or how to edit things, and it's just another example of you don't have social anxiety, you're just being lazy and you're letting it get the best of you. And again, to those of you who actually do have social anxiety, I'm sorry, that freaking sucks. Were I a doctor or a psychiatrist or something, I would probably have something better to say other than that, but I don't. I'm not. So I'm sorry. But no matter what, whether you are one of those people or not, I hope you guys freaking have an awesome weekend. I've been posting my like little Instagram carousels of different YouTube thumbnails, because sometimes I'll do little, well, not sometimes, pretty much every single YouTube thumbnail I've ever, or not thumbnail, like title and thumbnail. It's kind of a funny little thing. And I clipped the thumbnail for the video I made for what if we just started beheading people again? And that shit blew up like crazy. There's like just the picture. I've never really had pictures blow up on Instagram. But it's at like 30K likes and 300,000 some views. Like I've had tons of reels and stuff get like over multiple millions of views and everything like that, in millions of likes, or I don't know if I've hit the million like mark on something yet. And it's cool. It's awesome. It feels freaking sick to have a viral moment or whatever, but to have a picture go viral, that's kind of cool. It feels less like, oh yeah, I just had this like quick viral splash in like the pond, and more so like, hey, this is like a little project and kind of art thing that I've been working on. Let me know if you like it. And then people liked it. That's it. I don't know. It feels different than just like, here's me doing like a Leon Kennedy thirst trap or what, even though I don't make that kind of content. But still, like that, I feel like with cosplay and stuff or whatever, like it can be a lot of surface level sort of engagement and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. It was just really cool to see like tons of people commenting and sharing it to their story and stuff, and it's just like a funny, like, I don't know, it just worked out. It was one of those things where like I was putting it together and I was like, this is fun. I think I like this, and then it blew up. So I don't know, super cool. And another freaking reason as to why you guys need to stop letting your social anxiety command the way you live. Okay, post that thing. Go to that restaurant. Go hang out with that old friend or that new person in your life. You never know what could freaking happen. Now, if something bad happens, I'm not liable, okay? I'm just giving general advice here. And remember, life is full of its ebbs and flows. Sometimes life is going to be freaking awesome. Sometimes life is just going to freaking suck. It's just going to suck. There's no way out of it. Sometimes life just sucks. That's okay. That is completely okay. It just happens. Life just sucks. You know, it's not like you're Edmond Dantes being falsely imprisoned for 14 years of your life in a dungeon off the coast of France on your wedding day after you just got promoted to captain or anything. Count of Monte Cristo reference, by the way. But in actually kind of going off of that, I'm surprised this camera battery has lasted this long, but reading a lot of these like older books from like the 19th century and 1800s and all that kind of stuff, which really, like, that's not medieval times. Medieval times was hundreds of years before that. And it's crazy seeing just how much people, like, lives sucked back then. And yeah, you know, like 200 years ago, maybe like 150 years ago, that's a long time, but it's not like thousands of years or all this kind of stuff, how it feels sometimes. Like, people were... like, there were 12-year-olds having to have factory jobs and dying 2 years later, just 100 years ago. Like, life was a lot worse for family members of ours that didn't die that long ago. So it's been kind of cool to kind of get that perspective of like, damn, when I think my life sucks now, yeah, I'm not trying to take away from it. It might suck. But those people 150 years ago had it way worse. Whatever you're going through now, add that to their life, and then also, you didn't have shoes. You didn't have light. You didn't have heat. You didn't have cold. You didn't have food. You didn't have water. I don't know. Sorry, I just had to blow my nose on camera for you right there. That was disgusting. But just crazy. And a cool kind of perspective shift. So if you ever feel like, man, I don't want to go to the grocery store, just remember your ancestor, your grandma, your grandpa either had to like go out and find like a berry bush, or see if like the local butcher was going to throw away their scraps and then live off of the meat in their bones for 3 days or an entire week. Like, life could be a lot worse, okay? And again, I'm not trying to discount your ailments, that's the word I was looking for, just or the things you're going through. No, of course, I get it that life sucks. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, use that suckiness. It's been a lot worse for a lot of other people, okay? You can freaking launch yourself through it. There's a cool quote in Les Miserables, it's the book I'm reading right now, where it's, and this is kind of talking strictly about poverty, but honestly, I think it can be used for any life thing that somebody's going through. But it's like, poverty can either shape someone into an angel or a demon. You have this raw form of human clay, and it compresses them. It's the same thing as like diamonds are made under pressure. Poverty will do the same thing to a person. This is Victor Hugo saying this. And it'll... Okay, yeah, the camera died. It's like 12 hours later. I just woke up. I had the batteries charging overnight. Sorry, I don't have a shirt on. Sorry, I have bedhead. And sorry, I keep moving the mic around in my head. I have not forgotten what I was talking about since the camera died in yesterday's video, so I wanted to finish it off. Victor Hugo talks about how poverty can shape human clay into either like greatness or infamy, like for like you're a criminal basically. And it's kind of the same thing with just how regular life stuff, whether you're like going through a brutal job search, or you have a crazy breakup, or maybe even something just less serious than that. There's kind of two ways that you can go whenever you choose to embrace it. That's down or up. Make sure you're going up, people. It might not feel like you're going up right away, but I don't know. It's because I think we all have pretty strong like internal moral compasses and all that kind of stuff. We all know who we are and what we want deep down. So as long as you're doing things that somewhat contribute to those goals, then I think you're doing just fine. But that's the end of the video. Make sure you read Les Miserables. It's an amazing book. Victor Hugo is a pretty interesting guy. He has a lot of really cool epigrams and little just statements and stuff. So I recommend you read it. And I'm going to end this video because I don't want to talk in my shirt anymore. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'll make another video for the weekend, and I'll see you later.